Hey class, today we're going to do a quick review of the major rivers and mountain ranges of the United States. We need to retake our quiz this week, so I hope you'll watch this video a couple times. You'll remember the little nicknames we have for all the mountains and rivers, and maybe you'll even make up your own to help you remember them for your next quiz. So let's start by naming the major rivers of the United States. We're going to move from west to east, starting with the Colorado River. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the Colorado River. That starts kind of in Southern California and ends in Colorado, the state, which is why it's called the Colorado. So if you can remember creeping or crawling Colorado, the crawling Colorado, because it kind of crawls across the United States, just like that, then you can remember crawling Colorado, the Colorado River. The next river we're going to look at has a Spanish name, which is easy to remember because it's very close to Mexico. So if you can remember that the country of Mexico is right here, then you can remember that the river bordering it also has a Spanish name. And it starts up here, and then it goes down the border of Texas and ends in the Gulf of Mexico. So that name, or that river, is the Rio Grande. The next river we're going to look at is a really long river. In fact, it's the longest river in the United States, and it has a really, really long name. That one's the Mississippi River. It starts up here, far north. It goes by the Great Lakes, and it crosses through the state, Mississippi, and then ends in Louisiana into the Gulf of Mexico. So the Mississippi River is that really long river with a long name. And then it connects to the Ohio River. The Ohio River starts really low, but then it goes really high. That's why we can remember the Ohio River. The Ohio goes up really high. And the last river we're going to look at is a tiny river that's kind of up in the corner by itself. We call it the Hiding Hudson. The Hudson River is kind of hiding here all alone, so we'll think Hiding Hudson to remember that. So let's do a little quiz to remember these names. The very first river we started with crawls across the United States. So what did we call that one? The crawling Colorado. And I'll spell them for you on here too. Crawling Colorado. The next one has a Spanish name because it's close to the border of Mexico. That one's called the Rio Grande. Okay, the next river is really, really long, and it kind of divides the country into two parts. The one with a really long name is called the Mississippi. A long name for a long river. Okay, then the river connecting to the Mississippi that goes up from low to high, the high river is called the Ohio. And last but not least, the smallest river that's kind of hiding up in the corner is called the Hiding Hudson. The Hiding Hudson. Okay, now it's time to look at our mountain ranges. So you're lucky, there's only 2 major mountain ranges in the United States. So it's pretty easy to remember. And in order to remember the names of those mountain ranges, we're going to use a little acrostic or a little it's called a mnemonic, a little saying that's going to help us remember these 2 mountain ranges. So if you can remember the phrase, read with an R, and then always with an A, read always, R-A, then you can remember the names of the 2 mountain ranges. The first mountain range with our R starts in Canada. It's really, really long. It's a huge mountain range. And then it goes down, crosses several states. It even crosses Colorado and the Colorado River. That's called the Rocky Mountain Range. So R for Rocky, Rocky Mountains. And then the second mountain range is a little bit smaller, and it also starts in Canada, up north here. And it starts with an A. It's called the Appalachian Mountain Range. It's a little bit longer and skinnier than the Rocky Mountains. And actually, part of the Appalachian Mountains are in Georgia. So we have two major mountain ranges. The first, if you remember, read always, starts with an R. It's the Rocky Mountains. And then the second one that starts with an A is called the Appalachian Mountains. Okay, I hope you'll watch this video again. Maybe come up with your own sayings and mnemonic devices. You guys are going to do great on your test. Thanks for watching.